how do these narratives, like what's keeping the narratives alive and well? Do these elite families that have the funds and resources and know-how for athletics, do they stand to benefit by this narrative being perpetuated? Like, oh, it's like LeBron James, like just growing up in Akron, you're poor, single mother, and then it becomes pathologized. Whereas the truth of the matter is, you need resources to train at the highest level.
I mean, there's a couple of responses to your question. So I'll start with kind of one general one, which I always find interesting, and this has been more the kind of research kind of focus of my colleague Ruben Gesterbiner-Fernandez, but I've looked at a little bit this topic of how elite schools, not everyone can be the top academically within these elite spaces. So what elite schools do is allow you to be the best at something. And so, and they have the resources in order for you to be really, really, really good, the best at something. And then your family has resources for you to do that. So one of the options is athletics. And so, not everyone is born a natural athlete or whatever, but if you're spending hundreds of dollars an hour to get trained by a private trainer and you're going to the top camps, sports camps where you're networking with others, you're on traveling teams, which you have to pay for all the traveling and everything, and you're going to Europe and competing and blah, blah, blah. And because you may not be the top student academically, so you are going to be the best basketball player. You are going to be the best, football, baseball, hockey, whatever it is, because you're going to invest and you have the resources in order to kind of do that, to be the best at something. And so, but it could also be the debate team. It could be UN, kind of stuff, whatever it is. But the point is at these elite schools, they give you abundance of opportunities to be really good at something. Mm-hmm. And be okay and acceptable at other things. And so we see that as higher ed institutions have become more competitive. It's not just good enough to have a high GPA and all that. You really got to be the best at something. And then in the U.S. context, that means that, you can be really good at sports. You can be really kind of demonstrate your leadership abilities. Whatever it is, you've demonstrated you are worthy and you're elite and you distinguish yourself. And so one of the important parts of elite status is distinction, that you have to somehow distinguish yourself from everyone else. And so elite schools give you a chance to do that.